PaxEast.com, and I'm here at PAX East 2014 checking out Secret Ponchos, and I'm speaking with...
my name is Chris Gilry, audio designer for Secret Ponchos.
Now, before we delve too deep into Secret Ponchos, what is the secret behind the ponchos? Tell me about the name. Where'd it come from?
It's kind of a funny story. We started working on the game, and we didn't really know exactly what we were doing, but we knew we needed a way to communicate our ideas, and we basically made a blog, and we called the blog The Secret Ponchos, just kind of like the secret friends that we're gonna just bounce ideas off each other. And then as development went on, we started, what are we gonna call this game? We tried a bunch of stuff, and then we just decided, well, why don't we just call it Secret Ponchos?
Now, we just played Secret Ponchos for a little while. It kind of blends a couple of different genres. It's like an isometric twin stick shooter, but it's a lot of PvP. Explain Secret Ponchos to people who aren't familiar with it.
Yeah, so we wanted to take kind of like the best elements of a shooter and a traditional fighting game and mash them together. How we came up with that idea is the team leader Yusuf and I, we used to play a lot of Soul Calibur 4.
Yeah.
And that, I don't know if you kind of could tell like the way we've got it set up with the spacing and the way that the combos are, but we played so much of it that we started putting our own music in the background. And one day we put all spaghetti western music on in the background, and we were just having these epic battles where, the trumpet solo would start playing and I only had like 5% health left, and I had an epic comeback, and it just felt really cool. So we were like, how can we mash this together into something that everyone can enjoy? So yeah, we just wanted to like fighting game, shooter, like spaghetti western. So
you'd say Secret Ponchos kind of owes its existence to Soul Calibur meets spaghetti western.
Pretty much, yeah.
It is very technical. I mean, a lot of twin stick shooters is just hammer home as many bullets as possible, and this definitely isn't like that.
Yeah, we just really love the element of like the chess match. We wanted all the characters to be super even, and that there's always a solution to every attack. There's a counter to every move. And as long as you know your character well enough, you can always defeat another character, even if it's got a totally different skill set.
Yeah, and now, I know that the primary focus is PvP and online player. Is there any sort of single-player campaign, or no?
I mean, we'll obviously have kind of like a basic, kind of almost like Street Fighter, where you can like work your way through the AI characters,
right.
Or maybe have a horde mode or something, just to practice your skills offline if you want. But really, the PV versus P is where we want to go with this.
The focus, yeah.
Yeah, and that's also the great part about what Sony did for us, giving the PlayStation Plus, because we're going to be giving it away for free for a month.
Nice. I was going to ask about that.
Which for us was key, because as well as we could have marketed this game on our own, however many copies we sold, if people bought the game and logged on and there was nobody to play against,
yeah,
it would have been the nail in the coffin, right? But Sony giving us the option to give this game away for free to build the community, it's what I'm hoping is going to make the game like really...
Yeah, you guys are joining all-star ranks too with Don't Starve and Outlast and Mercenary Kings. Yeah, awesome. And so if you can practice offline, so there's going to be bots if you play like an offline, or how's it going to work?
I can't give any like confirmation on exactly how it's going to work out. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be just very similar to Street Fighter, where you can play against each character and the difficulty goes up.
Okay.
As you go.
All right. So
the reason is we're a very small team with limited resources.
Yeah.
So we wanted to really focus and get this P versus P working really well. And then we didn't want to just tack on like a cheesy story mode or something that took away from the environment and the universe that we've created with these characters.
Yeah.
So that if the game does well, that we can progress with that story in the future, because we have like a backstory for each character and why they're in this universe, but we'd like to do like a really good job of explaining that.
So leaving it open for a possible Secret Ponchos 2, is that what I'm hearing?
Or even maybe like a different, like expanding the game,
yeah,
so that there's the arena mode, and then who knows what, right?
Yeah. All right, so how exactly does the matchmaking work? I know there's some sort of like you accumulate a bounty and people try to go after you, or how does that work?
Yeah, it'll be kind of like a bounty system where you'll get points for your accuracy or your kills and stuff like that. So what will happen is your bounty will go up after each successful round, and then we're working on maybe having a system where you can even have like a blood bet where you can kind of put your bounty on the line,
like a gamble.
Yeah. And then it's like pink slips or something. Like if you if somebody kills that's a lower bounty takes out somebody that's put a blood bet really high, and that should rank you up high because in the West, your name would be out there like this guy got the highest outlaw in town, right?
How does the matchmaking work as far as like level goes? Will you be just matched with people of all different skill levels, or is there like a skill approximation?
I don't think we're gonna make you play within a certain range. Like that was one of the things that we disliked about the ranking system in Soul Calibur, was that sometimes we would fight a really high ranking character, and they would only give you like a high amount of points if you fought someone within your certain range.
Yeah.
So if you fought the really high, like we beat one of the top guys in the world, and then we only got like a 10-point increase in our stats, and it felt kind of like a ripoff. So we want to make it so that you're able to level yourself up quite high if you're able to pick out characters and actually beat them.
So you can take shots at people much higher up on the ladder.
Yeah, by putting that bet on the line, you know, risking it all.
All right, now tell us about the modes. I played it's like a free-for-all. I think there were 7 people when we were playing.
Yeah.
What other modes are there?
I really like the team modes. So you can set up the team modes, you know, like a 2 versus 2 or a 4 versus 4. And the interesting thing about the team modes is that each of these characters, they have their archetypes with their true weapons, like you saw. But if all of a sudden we notice when you combine 2 of those characters, you almost make like a new class, depending on which characters that you choose.
Yeah.
So like that guy that you were using with the whip, if you were able to grab onto them, and then I'm the guy with the dynamite, you can hold them for me while I go up and stick the dynamite on them. But within those modes, you know, we'll have like a team deathmatch where you only get 1 life per round. So if you and I were on a team against 2 other guys and you die right away, then you can't respawn, and I have to carry the team until the end of that